Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show.
Hey, Dawg, what are we talking about today?
Well, Gus, looks like we're talking about front man or front person. We got to be very politically correct with this.
Well, there are tremendous female artists that are front women. And There's also one that I added to my list later that we'll talk that is trans.
I saw that. We saw them in concert.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. We'll talk about that after, though.
We sure did. Don't mind the popping of the can here.
Yeah, Dawg's getting it into him.
Little energy drink to get me through this hour with my my good friend here, Gus.
Yeah, it's because I'm so boring.
You're so boring.
Let's get into this.
Do it.
Okay, so what is a good front person? So the definition, as I put it, was obviously a very good singer for the material you're actually doing. They don't need cheat sheets. They have good musical timing. They nail the notes properly. They have great presence. They engage with the audience. Their focal point of the crowd attention is their look, presence, movements, voice, whatever. As we name some of the lists, you'll understand what I mean by that. They can't be a douchebag, although a lot of them are.
Okay.
And
hold on. Let me look at the top 10 here and scratch a few off. Then,
exactly.
if that's the criteria we're looking at.
Sometimes rock and roll, man, drugs and rock and roll.
All times rock and roll.
That's right, brother. So they can't be unaware of what's also going on behind them, right? Like there's some artists like musicians behind them that are creating the sound that allows them to be. Phenomenal artists.
Well, they're a group, right? Like it's not one. If it's one person, then show up on stage by yourself.
That's right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I mean, but so it's hard to admit, but a great vocalist will cover a subpar band
to a point. To a point. If you're just a regular person who just listens to music and stuff, but if you're a person who's really like into music, you'll notice a subpar band, right?
I think so. I mean, I would think so. I'm for sure.
And I'm kind of hoping that singer will not be able to carry them that far.
No.
You know what I mean? But point taken.
Yeah, no, I think so. I mean, it's, I think that there's some artists, I mean, they're not on the list because I think a great frontman is the essence of the band that they're in. I mean, that it sort of allows them to be the better band because of the fact that there are, there's great singers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's good singers with a bad band, and there's a great band
with a bad singer.
Sure. Like Rush.
Ouch.
I did that for your uncle.
Ouch.
Uncle Jerry.
Oh my God.
So that's I think that's where that goes. And then, so say a front woman or front man they have to keep the crowd's attention. Bass, as you know, some bass players aren't going to be the attention grabbers, right? Although, unless it's
Flea.
Yeah, you can do that. And also
Geddy Lee?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say.
Yeah,
I put that on the tee for you. But
and I
sliced it right.
Sliced it into the woods, as per usual.
Yeah. So a great front person is like no one you've ever met.
So you say.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think they're very unique. Yeah. And the uniqueness hopefully transcends through the rest of the band. All the band members are unique in their own way, right? They always say that there's like the drummers are quirky and bass players are, they're bass players.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of love, which they should because some of the bass players out there are awesome.
Bass is cool, man.
Yeah, for sure.
They might, like the other thing about makes a great front person is the fact that they have something more than just a voice. They're memorable in other ways. The best word I could say is what I wrote down was charismatitude,
which a word he just made up.
Yeah, charismatude.
No, dude,
charismatude.
You have charismatude.
Yeah, it's a cool word. I think charismatude, and I'm going to put that on a T-shirt.
Yep. Right under We Awesome.
Yeah, we're going to have a couple clothing items come our way, I'm sure. So the vocal ability doesn't necessarily have to be stellar. I mean, like Vince Neil, but an amazing frontman.
But years later, right? Like Neil now as opposed to Neil in his prime, right? Or any of them in their prime.
Well, it's a bit of a hard life, eh? It's not
that's what they say. I saw the movie.
Oh, yeah, that was oof.
But there's one point that I can bring up that we love, and it's Steve Earle. Not the greatest voice. His voice is very unique, but it's not on key most of the time.
Bob Dylan.
Amazing songwriters, right?
Both, yeah.
Both prolific songwriters. Singers, they're not up there with, that they hit like a Freddie Mercury type that, oh my God.
Well, that's like stratospheric.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying but still engaging. Like I go to see Steve Earle and I'm just like,
Oh, yeah, for sure. But that's that charisma attitude.
Exactly. The charisma attitude.
Charisma attitude. Charismatude.
We're going to figure out a way to say it.
Charismatude.
Okay, enough.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Well, anyways, so they harness the energy of the band. They bring it through their voice. They use the energy of the people that are watching them, the crowd, and they use it all.
Yep.
And they have it all.
They do.
They're good looking, traditionally, maybe not always, but they have a sex appeal of some sort. Like you look at Mick Jagger. So top of the list in the top 10 that I wrote down, and then no particular order. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because this is subjective. And at the end of the show, I'll tell you who my favorite is.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
How you like me now?
How do you like me now?
So top 10, Mick Jagger is number 1 on my list. He came to my mind only because, 60 years of rockin', man. Yeah. And I know, but have you ever seen him live?
No.
Okay, so
and honestly,
yeah, but you see that, but he has this
I'm not
aura.
I'm not denying that the whole
undeniable energy.
I do not deny his charisma and his aura.
Yeah.
I'm just, if I have a chance to go see him or them, and say, I don't know, throw somebody else out there, I'd probably pick somebody else. I don't know. I'm not the hugest Stones fan, and I'm certainly not going to shell out $200 to see them.
Fair enough.
In my mind, if the tickets were free, I may go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I honestly, in my heart, can't really tell you yes or no on that because I'm not the hugest fan.
Fair enough. I mean, I love a lot of their music.
Yeah, so do I, but I'm just not, I don't know.
But they're like the naughty Beatles, right? That's kind of where that came from.
Yeah.
But think about that. Listen, let's give credit where credit's due. They've been around since the Beatles, dude.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I'm not dismissing.
No, I'm not, and I'm not getting fiery with you.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Okay, so another person I have on my list is Jim Morrison.
Absolutely.
Of the Doors.
From what we understand, because neither one of us have ever seen him.
No, it's before our time, bro.
Well, no.
Well, you would have been 7.
Yeah, a big fan back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim. Yeah. But Jim Morrison had it all, dude.
He was the Lizard King.
The Lizard King. He was a great songwriter. He was a poet.
Sex on a stick.
He was handsome as hell.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Sex appeal, although he drank himself to death. He didn't look good in those last years.
No, I mean, because
he was only 27 when he died, right?
Well, the booze and the drugs don't help, right? So they don't help
he was a smoke show, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Undeniable. I do not deny.
Let's talk Robert Plant.
Let's talk.
Now, we know Robert Plant, right?
Yep, sure do.
Okay, so Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin, of course. That guy's voice is undeniable.
Yep.
And the fact that he was also good looking and had a charisma and he had the long blonde hair. And, but even with the band, because the band is so prolific, right? Like they're all amazing artists.
Yes.
So the cool thing about him is he really kind of brought the energy to the front from the band's energy behind him, right? Because, I mean, Jimmy Page is, playing a 3-headed guitar on the left side, and then, John Paul Jones is on the other side.
Yep.
So
and it's just, there's nowhere for the energy to go except through
Page, through
him
and Bonzo.
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Who we talked about in our drummers episode. If you haven't listened to that one, go check it out.
Yeah, check it out now while we're doing this one.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
Honestly, Plant is right up there. I took the Rolling Stones list, and Plant is number 1.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the Rolling Stones list.
Well, that makes
not
sense.
on our personal lists.
The Rolling Stone
magazine's list. Not the Rolling Stones. Not Mick Jagger saying, I think that I think Robert's much better than I am. Yes.
Yes, darling. Yes. Well, he is better than Mick, in my opinion, but only because, again, I said this in no particular order. We're just simply going through. But to me, Robert Plant is right in the top 3.
He's in the top 1.
Yeah, he's right there. Freddie Mercury.
No.
Freddie Mercury. Let's talk Freddie Mercury. I mean, there is literally no better voice, or is there?
I don't know. Depends on who you talk to, I guess. He's definitely right up there, voice-wise, performance-wise. Like, you just have to look at the Live Aid concert.
For sure.
In Wembley. Yeah, he's doing a warm-up vocalist, and he's got 80,000 people screaming.
Yeah.
I mean...
And that was a great
That's charisma. And he was sick at the time, too.
Was he ever? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, to carry on, to go out there and do his thing, what he does when he knew what was going on, because not a lot of people knew.
No.
So
the band knew, obviously.
Yeah, the band knew. But the thing is, this man goes out on stage, does his thing, like he does every time, and yet the man's dying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another...
How long were they around?
They were around...
15
Queen?
years?
Oh, no, a
15?
little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
They started in the 70s.
Yeah. And
Like
he died in 91.
91, I think, yeah. Off the top of my head, I believe it was 91.
But he wouldn't have been like... So I think Band-Aid was 88, right?
Yeah. So that was... Yeah, and there was a Live Aid, too.
Or Live Aid. Maybe Live Aid is what I'm talking about.
The one at Wembley Stadium, I'm not remembering what it was called, but yeah, he was like that. You watch the video of it; it's just amazing.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
And it was showed in the movie they did of him as well.
Of course, right? Rami Malek was amazing in that.
Yeah, that was very well done in my opinion. And going on,
yeah, Kurt Cobain.
Yep. You know what?
You can't, undeniable, bro.
He did not make the top 10 from Rolling Stone.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'd be interested. We'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
Because I'll hear your list of the
yeah,
top 10.
but it's almost exactly the same as your list.
Yeah.
With a couple of notables.
Fair enough. Yeah. Kurt Cobain to me is, I grew up with Kurt Cobain. He was my favorite. I even had the cardigan with the holes cut out for the thumbs, the whole deal.
Right.
It was always Kurt Cobain. He was my dude.
See that, and that's the thing.
Prolific writer too.
I admire the man, and I'm learning more about him now than I did back when he was, unfortunately, around doing his thing. Right.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Again, we've talked about this. The '90s to me wasn't. I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is sad because there's a lot of good music that I'm realizing now, like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden and all this stuff that I missed because I was too busy. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but
cruising in the 80s still.
I think so. Yeah, the residents of the 80s. But yeah, agreed. Definitely a very, very. There's something about him that kind of just drew you to him, right?
For sure. Even just to the best kind of characterizing of Kurt Cobain would be watched MTV Live when they do that.
Yes.
When they do that. That album is amazing, by the way.
Yes, it is.
But you could certainly just watch him play acoustically, and the way he was with the crowd shows you how charismatic he was.
And he just seemed like that guy that just kind of lived next door.
Yeah. He hated the fame, eh?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't down with that.
Yeah.
But he was very Seattle. That's kind of how they all are.
Yeah.
Even Eddie Vedder's like that too.
Yeah,
so.
and that's not a bad way to be, right?
No. But
yeah,
it is bad because he went to drugs and stuff. So, but again, hey, listen, a lot of people lived through that, and a lot of people didn't. So,
yeah, very true. Very true.
As much as I hate to say it, Roger Daltrey's on the list.
Why
I don't like the Who. I really don't.
Well, see, that's the way I feel about the Stones.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Roger Daltrey is a presence.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like just charismatically watching him on stage, just doing his thing, swinging his mic, which was a thing for him, right? Like the whole mic cord thing and stuff. And then Pete Townsend.
Had to deal with Pete Townsend all the time.
Yeah. So he gets up on that just because of that.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But no, again, another presence on stage, and the voice was there for sure. He has a great voice.
Yeah.
But if you're not a fan, then he won't be in your top 10.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like you said before we even started this one, it's all subjective.
Yeah, for sure. This is subjective right now, obviously.
Yeah,
that's the whole purpose of the
show.
Yeah,
but I took it from Rolling Stones because I wanted to have a little bit of something to fall back on.
As you should.
Because, some of these guys will be on my list, but not all of them.
Well, we're referencing lots of different things.
They certainly are. Yeah.
So it's all good. Okay, Stevie Nicks.
See, there's the one that wasn't on my list from Rolling Stone magazine.
Well, again, like you can't, presence. Have you seen Fleetwood Mac live?
Okay, I have not.
So live, they're amazing. I saw them when they came to Ottawa like a few years ago.
Okay. Was that the original show? Was that Meet with Mick
no, they were missing
Lindsey Buckingham.
Lindsey was there. It was the other girl.
Oh yeah.
I forget her name. It'll come to me.
Yeah, it'll come to me too. So
so Stevie Nicks, obviously, the gypsy woman kind of presence where when she starts singing songs, she's there's blue lights in the back, and they really, honestly, when they do the show, when you visually, it's you don't see the rest of the band; it's only her. So that just tells you exactly how potent, and the voice is undeniable.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's definitely a rock and roll female voice, right?
Yeah,
like Stevie's right up there for sure.
Yeah. Here's one of my personal favorites.
I see this.
Yes, Joe Strummer from the Clash.
Yes, sir.
I love the Clash. I love Joe Strummer. I loved him on his own too. He had a couple of really great songs. Came out like that kind of that destructive anarchy type of music with Sex Pistols. The Clash was part of that. I found the Clash was a better band than the Sex Pistols.
Oh yeah. The Sex Pistols were just all about rage, and we have instruments.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try and sing some songs for you.
Yeah, and throw shit at you.
Yeah.
It's
but I mean, he evolved, right? He went into the Sex Pistols to the Clash, and then onto his solo stuff, which was pretty good as well. So
yeah. He wasn't with the Pistols, was he?
Who's Strummer?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm referencing just his influence. Influenza? Not flu, but influence.
Does he have the charismatude?
I don't know. Does he?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, he's on your list, so I would
Strummer's
say that,
like if you ever see any of interviews of his, he's just nuts. Like he's got like a mohawk, and he's like telling everybody to fuck off and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so if you like that
language,
if you like that kind of stuff,
yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
Apparently, you do.
Bruce Springsteen, the boss.
Who?
The boss.
Oh yeah.
So undeniable. Like I mean, whether you like his music or not, I like his music. I don't love his music. I don't put it on particularly. Sometimes I'll play, Dancing in the Dark or something like that. But
right. I'm more of a fan than you then, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen him twice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, here in Ottawa, and amazing show. He came once with the E Street Band, and then he came alone. And I can't remember which one the power went out. And he kept playing. Like he didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And he made a joke. He's like, yeah, that guy over there, it looks like he must be the head electrician. He thinks he's in so much shit right now. And he didn't miss a beat. Ultimate professional. 2 to 3.5 hour concerts, which were not the norm.
No. So
he kind of pushed that envelope for a lot of people who followed, who now put on 2.5 to 3 hour shows.
Yeah.
Because Springsteen was one of the first.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
his work ethic is undeniable. Yep. Even when they talk about with the River album.
Yeah.
When they did that, they were working around the clock.
He's like you said, his work ethic is, and I've seen some videos and some documentaries on him and stuff, and he's very much a perfectionist.
Oh, for sure.
But he's surrounded himself with some amazing band members too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think he was very hurt when their saxophonist died, remember?
Oh, yeah. That hurt him big. Clarence Clemens?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because he dated his brother.
Yeah.
Right. That was hard on him for sure. But his band, very tight. Steve Van Zandt. Max Weinberg.
Yep.
Yeah, on drums.
Yeah, you'll never remember that one, eh?
No. I struggled with him and Liberty DeVito.
Oh.
Yeah, who's the drummer for Billy Joel. Liberty DeVito. Liberty. Yep. So, the Bruce, did he make my list as well? He did not.
Nice.
Rolling Stone magazine doesn't have him in the top 10.
Well, it's hard. It's a subject that we could go on forever. I started texting people about what we were talking about today, and they were like, "You better talk about this guy."
Yeah. Hey, you better start listening.
Exactly.
And then we'll reference it for you. So and so said. Well, guess what?
Oh, they're listening. They're listening, bro.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, we're gaining traction.
Woo-hoo.
So Bono is on number 10, and I said it, but the only reason I say that is he was such an amazing performer in the 80s and 90s, and it's undeniable. Yeah. And obviously a great band behind him.
Absolutely.
But certainly a showman, to say the least.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, he was with the flowing locks and stuff, and just the.
But even the Beautiful Day album.
I mean, look at War and Sunday Bloody Sunday, all that stuff. Like very, very polarizing, right?
Oh, for sure.
And yes, I see that he did use his influence to bring forth things that were happening, and we could talk about that in another show, whether that should be a place for rock and roll guys to be talking politics.
Yeah, politics, I would disagree, but you might agree with it. But
no, I honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
No politics on this show.
No, I don't. Exactly. Sorry, Carl.
Well, no, but you're right, though. He certainly has.
Yeah.
And I think that his intentions are good.
Yes, they always are, right?
So,
in their minds,
so
right?
I'm not going to hit him on that.
Oh, no.
He just kind of, he's iconic, right? And
absolutely.
And people hate him because he made a lot of money on Facebook and stuff like that. So who cares?
And the whole Apple debauchery, right?
Dude's making bank for his family. So
yeah, there you go. He's a working man.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, on that note, we are looking for sponsorship. Bring your sponsors down, and no, I'm just kidding. We are, but we're not.
We are, and we're not actively. But if you want to,
so why don't you go through your list, bro?
Well, my list is in my other pants.
Oh,
but I have some here that I kind of wrote while I was waiting.
Sounds good.
Just on pure showmanship, I went to see the Black Keys a few years back.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah, but this is not who I'm talking about. So the opening act, and I never ever remember the name of the band when I want to talk to people about it.
Yeah,
Cage the Elephant.
Oh yeah,
and his name is Matt Schultz.
Oh, okay.
And I'd never heard of them. and I was just a fan of the Black Keys. And they came on stage and they blew me away. They were so energetic. So as a unit, I was like, oh my God, who are these guys?
Awesome.
They were so good.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of them.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
So I give them a shout out because that was a hell of a show. I went out and bought all their CDs after that.
Love them. They have a couple tunes. There was one, I forget the name of it, but it's like it's just rocking tune.
And go ahead and add one of yours, and we'll kind of go back and forth.
Sure. Steven Tyler, Aerosmith.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. I guess he's got a little stage.
Honorable mentions. This is my honorable mentions.
Yeah, this is James's honorable mentions.
Yeah. Steven Tyler's on the list.
Sure.
And then I'll go Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses.
Yes, when
Obviously.
he's not being the douchebag.
Yeah. Which that goes back to what we were talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and then like if you were to say, on the list that you have, is there anybody different than the Rolling Stone list that I missed,
absolutely.
that I missed? Yeah, okay,
Absolutely.
Ooh, shoot!
Well, I've got some like.
Give me it.
We're going to see him in Toronto. Rage Against the Machine.
Oh yeah, he's awesome too.
Zach De La Rosa.
Yeah, De La Rosa.
We just like his name.
Again, so he's very political.
Yes,
however,
but very engaging though.
For sure.
He's very much like, you're not kind of just sitting there going, great, they're talking about another political song. He's all over the stage. He's very high energy.
Yeah.
And that's what I think, like in that band, that front man needs to be. He can't just be sitting there going, we hate the system. We don't like these, you know what I mean? Like he's very.
You better back it up.
Exactly. When you got, the band that he has him behind him, right? Like it's just.
Well, Morello's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, right?
Morello's like one of the top 10 guitarists all time.
You got to be.
Yeah.
So if you're the leader of this band, you're the guy that's the face, the singer. You've got to be. You got to match. You got to match their levels, or like you said, we'll replace you.
That's right. Well, that's why. And then Morello went to another band with the rest of the Rage band and put a guy named Chris Cornell in the front. So why don't we just segue into that? Because
sure.
How good is Chris Cornell as a lead? He's incredible.
According to Rolling Stone, he's in the top 10.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
He's very much in the top 10.
Yeah. Audio Slave, he's incredible. And then, of course, in Soundgarden, he's unbelievable.
Love Audio Slave.
Yeah, I love them both.
Yep.
I'm just a huge, I love Chris Cornell.
Yep.
Rest in peace, brother.
Yep.
I would call him brother to his face, just so you know.
Yep.
I'm just weird like that. No, I think that I love Chris Cornell. So, yes, you're right. You could be replaced, and then when they did replace him, obviously they didn't go back to, they wouldn't replace him for Rage because that's a different thing.
Absolutely. But De La Rosa was the one that walked away.
Yeah, I think he took a break.
He took a break because he was, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So, so Morello said, well, I still got stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Chris.
What you doing right now, buddy? Which was amazing.
On that music. The albums they put out were unreal.
How about Rammstein?
Oh, yeah.
His name's Till Lindemann.
Oh, yeah.
That's the lead guy.
Well, yeah, Till Lindemann's.
We'll let you know more about that when we go see him in Montreal.
Yes.
We're very excited about this.
Yeah, we are.
Very, very jacked to go see these guys.
It's in August.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. It's going to be I won't dress the way I'm dressed right now.
No, because you look like an accountant right now.
Well, I was working. On this is like a side hustle.
Yeah, man.
No, we're just doing this for fun.
No, it's a side hustle.
Oh, we're hustling you, baby.
Yeah, hustle and flow.
We awesome. James Hetfield.
Yes.
Metallica. Amazing frontman.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, his energy, his voice, his
songwriting.
Obviously, his songwriting. He's not obviously the lead guitarist, that's for sure, because they have a very good one.
Oh, they've got he's all right, I guess.
He's really good. But no, he's a good guitarist. He's a capable, but he's definitely a good singer.
Yep,
I think,
and lyricist too.
And the attitude.
Yep.
He has the
attitude. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
Well, for that kind of genre, you have to have kind of a snarl, right?
You better.
Yeah, you don't last long. Hi, guys. Hi, we're Metallica.
Yeah.
Going to sing a song for you now. Okay, I got one. It's not even in the genre that we're talking about. But if you're going to talk showman or frontman, Garth Brooks.
Oh, yes.
Amazing. I've seen him 3 times live.
Nice sneak one in there.
It's kind of threw in a country artist.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
Well, we've never had the pleasure to see Johnny Cash live, but he would, to me, I would not move from my spot for the whole show.
Well, his singing voice again isn't the best.
Nope.
He's not a great guitarist.
Nope. He'll tell you that. He would have told you that.
I know, but however, the presence,
just the man, right?
Oh, yeah. Shows up in black.
Yeah, but Garth, I've seen him 3 times.
Cash.
Yeah, I've seen him 3 times. amazing shows.
Yeah, Garth's unreal.
Yeah. And I remember taking my mom and dad, and Mom loves Garth Brooks. How'd you like the show, Mom? It was awesome. I love Garth Brooks. Dad, how'd you like the show? Too loud.
So, you know what's funny? You say that because my stepdad did the same thing when we were at Fleetwood Mac.
Oh, really?
Way too loud.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm like, okay, man. Like,
all right,
rock show.
I got that in there, so you go ahead and do some more of yours. Yeah.
Well, you could just Eddie Vedder, obviously Pearl Jam.
Eddie, I think, made the top 10.
I would think.
Hold on.
Wait till you see him live, dude. Which again,
which we're going to.
Yeah, in September.
Yep, he did.
Yeah, I mean, Eddie Vedder's amazing. His musical, his presence, he just sort of smokes darts and has glasses of wine on the stage, and sort of, it's very intimate, right? Like, it's not like as in your face or I'm cool and whatever. He just simply relaxes the crowd and then plays amazing music.
All right. And that's what we're going to be seeing.
Oh, for sure, bro.
In September, I believe.
It's going to be exciting. We'll do a show after that too, probably. That's what we might have to do as bonus shows when we go to a show. Do a quick little.
Yeah.
We'll discuss that.
Yeah.
In the post.
In the post.
Okay, one more for me. Dave Grohl, obviously for Foo Fighters.
Yes.
I'd add him in just because he is a very big presence on the stage.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And the more I see the guy and the more I learn about him, the more I like him.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy.
Because when it first started, I wasn't a huge Foo Fighters fan to begin with. I'm honest about it. But the more I listen, I learn. Right? I don't dismiss. I don't dismiss anybody. I will give them a listen. I will not say, "Well, that doesn't sound like Mike." I'll give it a listen.
Yeah.
And they're definitely growing on me. I saw them live at Blues Fest.
Yeah,
amazing show.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll be hard pressed to bring back what they're missing, because it's going to be that's a big loss.
I don't know what's going to happen there, man.
Hopefully, maybe he changes fans again.
No, I kind of
He might.
But it's hard with somebody like a Taylor Hawkins, right? Like he was,
No, but what I mean is that he might just rebrand his style. Like he might just go.
Well, he could.
I mean, he just changed. He could maybe he'll be the bassist this time because he can do everything else.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. Well, Dave, Mr. Grohl, we'd like you to come back.
Yes,
we really would.
We love Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I'm going to steal one from your list.
Please.
Actually, I'm going to go one more, but this one's an interesting one.
Go 2 in a row.
Okay, I'll go 2 in a row.
Hit it up.
All right, but this one, there's no real lead singer.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn Frey, Don Henley, even the bassist, Timothy B. Schmidt, sang songs.
Yes.
Joe Walsh.
Yes.
Like, there's 4 guys in that band that sing.
Yeah, but Don Henley's by far the best voice.
And there goes the radio silence, because I think Glenn Frey's right there.
Yeah, see, that's always the argument with the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
For me, I prefer like the songs like Hotel California.
Yeah.
Or, you know, like the ones with Don Henley's smooth voice, you know?
I like it all.
Yeah.
But you're right. There is kind of a distinction between the two, right?
Then
Joe Walsh.
I love Joe Walsh too.
Joe Walsh, but Life's Been Good isn't an Eagles song. It's a Joe Walsh song, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they do
2 times. Remember, 2 times always wanted to play that song. He loves that song.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah. All right. And then
it's hard to leave when you can't find the door.
Yeah, seriously. That's why he liked that song so much.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because he could never find the door.
It was speaking right to him.
Shout out to 2 times. Hey, 2 times. You ever want to come on the show, you let us know.
Oh, no. We don't have that much time for him to repeat everything. And he'd have to be drunk.
2 times, baby. Well, he could always have a few cocktails and the old where we are.
I have one more, and then you can go back to yours.
Yeah, you get 2 in a row. Let's go.
And our buddy Kenny will love me for this one.
Oh, I know what you're saying here.
Yeah, Kevin Cronin.
Oh.
REO Speedwagon.
That's not who I thought you were going to say.
Oh, who'd you think I was going to say?
Stephen Perry.
Nope.
Or not?
Steve Perry from Journey?
Yeah,
no.
Steve Perry.
No, Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon.
Kevin Cronin. Nice. Yeah. Nice one.
They are one of the hardest working bands that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Because they're touring all the time. It's crazy.
Were they opening for ZZ Top?
No.
Okay.
No, but they're doing shows in the States where they're with Loverboy and Foreigner, I think, and Styx. There's a huge, and I'm like, and they're not coming anywhere near
What's
here.
his name again?
Kevin Cronin.
Oh, nice.
REO Speedwagon.
I'm going to send that to Kenny.
Yeah.
He'll love that. Okay, I have one that's really cool, and it's going to throw you off.
No, I don't. I've read your list, so shoot it at me.
Lux Interior.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like...
only because of the name.
Of course.
But the Cramps are awesome. I don't know if you listen to them.
I've heard a few songs. Okay. I'm not a huge fan.
Fair enough. Okay, but I like that kind of stuff. So Lux Interior, for just his name alone, made my honorable... No, he's a very showman-y guy. He's awesome.
Show me the money.
Show me the money. And you don't like this guy. However, I like him. Perry Farrell from Jane's Addiction / Porno for Pyros.
When did I ever say that?
I don't know. I just put that.
But you're probably right. It's another band, 90s band. I never really listened to.
Well, listen, like Jane's Addiction has a few good songs.
Yeah,
but actually, the song by Porno for Pyros is there's a song out there, their biggest hit, but of course I can't think of it.
Right off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Again, I will go home and listen because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not like I know some of their stuff.
Yeah.
And Porno for Pyros I've heard of.
Oh, for sure.
I do know them. I'm not like I'm not knowledgeable about them.
No, fair enough.
Which throws people off because apparently I'm supposed to be.
Well,
about everything.
I thought I was getting in the radio show simply for that fact that I could come out here and bullshit, and you could just fact check me all day, bro.
Well, and we found that that's not to be true. But anyway, moving on.
All good, brother.
Yeah,
you still have a lot of knowledge. We're not going to know everything. You go next.
I'm going to steal from your list.
Yeah, please do.
I'm going to go with the one that we talked about, just because by himself he's the ultimate showman, but he was in a band called the Tin Machine. And it's David Bowie.
Oh yeah. Bowie's like
he's just Bowie. He's just Bowie, right?
Okay, so Bowie's like. So at the end we're going to do the 4 top. Like
your top and my top?
The Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bowie's on mine.
Okay.
We'll just make that as one of the.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah. But right. Bowie is like, I love Bowie for so many reasons. The fact that he was kind of like very like artsy and mysterious in the 70s, and then the 80s.
Yeah.
He was
changed
clean
his persona.
cut and rock and roll.
They called him the chameleon because he would change his personas, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he went from being the thin Duke to this, and in the 80s was a completely different.
He was awesome in the 80s.
He kept reinventing himself, and it was all amazing.
How good is Let's Dance? Like that song itself is like.
It always makes my 80s radio show list for sure.
When's your 80s radio show?
Sadly, right now it's on at 5:00 in the morning on Sundays because of the time change.
Wake up or stay awake.
Yeah. So if you're coming home from the bars, stay up and listen to the show. And if you're not, get up at 5 in the morning and support me for Christ's sake.
Yeah. It was awesome. Hey, your show last week was awesome. Go back to Bowie. There's a great quote that he has said. It's like, they think that being a rock star and being married to a model is the best thing in the world. It is.
I wouldn't.
Oh man, David Bowie.
David Bowie was awesome.
Legend.
Yeah, and rest in peace with him as well.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So I'll go.
Yes, sir. You go.
Iggy Pop, who is with David Bowie. They were buddies.
Yep.
Remember, I think they both got sober together at one point.
Yeah, I think they were each other's companion, right?
Yeah.
Like they kind of helped each other out for a bit.
Yeah, because they were big into heroin.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But Iggy Pop, dude, Stooges, like on his own, Lust for Life, like.
No, there's no denying.
Yeah,
there's no denying Iggy Pop. Some good stuff coming out of that for sure.
Yeah, I love Iggy.
These are all on my list as well. The one that I didn't bring with me, but all of these made this list for sure.
Okay, well, it's good that I wrote them down.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Well, we have similar tastes, so that works. Actually, we have similar tastes, and we have completely different tastes too.
Exactly.
It's so cool.
It's such a conundrum.
It's a perfect show.
It's so listen to it every week.
One more for me.
Sure.
Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Nick Cave is like crazy. Like he's crazy. Like he's like a great artist, pretty good singer. I don't know. He's just kind of nuts. He has that showmanship.
Yeah.
It's like I think the perfect. We're going to talk like in the end. We'll say kind of what's the perfect rock star for the front. What's the 4 things? It's voice.
Sure.
It's charisma-tude. It's charisma-tude. It's presence.
Yeah.
And what's the last one?
I don't know.
I think it's like the crowd entertainment.
Well,
like,
just
basically enjoying
like that you can
like having the energy from the crowd.
Well, that and the fact that the crowd can actually relate to you.
Yeah.
Because that's hard with some of them, right? If they're so
Vince Neil, the thing that everybody liked about Vince Neil, and he was a great. I think he was a good.
He was solid
front man for sure.
Solid front guy for sure.
He was because all the ladies loved him.
Yep.
And all the dudes wanted to be him.
Yeah.
And that's and he was an asshole, like in the back end of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if we dive into a bunch of these, we're going to find out that a lot of them were.
Well, I think ego gets in the way. Yeah. Right. That's why Dave Grohl, we love him because there's no ego.
That we can see.
That we don't.
But I'm not going to diss Dave Grohl because he's awesome.
Yeah.
I have one that's not even on my list.
Come on. Give it to me.
Yeah, I don't think this guy had an ego. Smoked a lot of dope, but he had an ego. Bob Marley.
Oh, Bob Marley.
Who doesn't love Bob Marley?
Everybody loves Bob Marley.
Exactly.
Bob Marley's the shit.
Yeah.
And I thought you were going to go to Willie Nelson.
Willie!
That's like the weed Mount Rushmore.
Well, he is definitely, and there's stories about that we could tell. I've got a couple that I've heard.
Willie's on the list, should be on the list. He's an honorable mention for me. He's not on our list, but I'm going to add it right now.
Yeah, we added Johnny, so we have to add Willie
for sure. But I like that one. Bob Marley was influential in the reggae scene, and then he was a great showman, and he had it all. He was good looking. He had the songwriting, the singing, just being a cool guy. For
He's
sure.
the kind of guy you just like, I hang with Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Play some soccer with him.
Yeah.
If I'd smoked, I would have smoked with him. You know what I'm saying?
Damn straight, bro.
Yeah.
Smoke a little weed.
Yeah. Get down your list because there's a couple I really want to talk about.
Okay, Joey Ramone.
Yeah, he was on my list.
Yeah.
For sure. The Ramones are awesome.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Laura Jane Grace, Against Me.
Yeah. And we saw them.
Yeah.
At the Bronson Center.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And of course, a trans woman. And very talented, very amazing presence. We saw her. She was unbelievable.
Yep. They were very riveting. I'd never heard of them before. You guys introduced me to them, and I loved it. It was a great show.
It was a great show.
Yep.
Gwen Stefani.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With no doubt. Oh, so good.
You got it all. She's gorgeous. She's got a great voice. She's got a great presence.
Yeah, she had all that going for her, for sure.
She's got it all.
Yeah.
Good songwriter.
Yeah. Just fun.
She actually sewed and like all of her own dresses.
Yeah,
at the
like
beginning.
that's the thing, right? She got all this talent, and then on top of that, she designs her own clothes.
Yeah, exactly. She did all her own stuff at the beginning.
Yep.
Dolores O'Riordan from the Cranberries.
Love that voice.
Yeah.
Love the voice.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
And she's passed away, I believe.
Yeah, a few years back. And I'm sad to say I never saw them live, but I just love the lilt of her voice, right? Because this with the accent and stuff, it's kind of you're just listening. It's like, oh my god, that's such a good voice.
Great voice.
Yeah.
So the rest of them are basically all women, just so you know.
I see that.
Yeah. So Brittany Howard from the Alabama Shakes. I don't know if you've heard them.
Oh, I know the Alabama Shakes, brother.
She's amazing. I love her.
Yeah. I think one of you guys turned me on to them one year when we did the Abe.
Oh, probably me.
When I did my Abe mix, somebody asked me for a tune, and I put it on. I was like, this is something I need to listen to, and I did, and I love them.
Oh, yeah, they're like super bluesy.
I think Paolo likes them too.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think it might have been you that kind of turned me on.
Paolo might have done it too because he's got a good ear for that kind of stuff.
He likes the bluesy kind of music. He really does.
Yeah. Hater or lover? It's Courtney Love.
I'll take hate.
Yeah, fair enough.
I know. Hate's a strong word.
We won't spend too much time on her. She's amazing. She's as a presence. I didn't like her. I don't like her as a person. So that's.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
From what they're portraying of her, she doesn't seem like a very nice person.
That's right too. Like we don't know everything.
No.
B-52s, Kate Pearson and Cindy Wilson.
This is why I knew it was James's list because the B-52s are on here.
I do love the B-52s.
He certainly does.
It's random. One of my favorites, and actually one of my mom's favorites, is Janis Joplin.
Yeah, she made my list.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
She's just awesome.
Just the voice, right?
Oh, yeah,
just the voice itself, and just the presence, and and another member of the 27 Club, right?
Well, that's it. But certainly talented. And,
absolutely.
And
fearless,
and a very distinctive voice. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing.
Well, and from what I understand about her, from what I've read and seen, like she didn't give an F-bomb about what people thought and what people were saying about her. I'm going to go out and do what I love to do, and if you don't like it, well, you can go somewhere else.
It's the way life should be led.
Yeah, well, that's the way, right? It's like it's amazing that she kind of had that stick-to-itiveness to say, you know what, fine, you don't like who I am.
That's right.
I'm still going to be me.
That's right.
Yep, awesome.
Ann Wilson from Heart,
of course.
Yeah,
and her sister.
Their version of Kashmir is amazing. When they did the Led Zeppelin, got the Medal of Honor at
the Kennedy Awards.
Kennedy Awards.
No, they did Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, did they do Stairway?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, and it was unreal.
Oh, it was because his Jason Bonham came out and played drums.
Oh, okay,
and the choir and stuff, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
all you had to do was look at the remaining members of Zeppelin to know how much that affected them.
Yeah.
You got Plant. He's like tearing up.
Oh, yeah.
And you can just see Jimmy going, "Oh
yeah." He's feeling it.
Yeah, and then John Paul Jones is just like,
yeah,
because he's a very technical guy, right? He's just listening, going.
He was the big writer in that group.
Yeah.
So,
but he's also like a producer and stuff too, right? So he produces other things. And on the show that we want to talk about, that Playing for Change, they do When the Levee Breaks.
Oh, really?
And he plays the bass on that, and they got a whole bunch of different musicians. Amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that another time
for sure. In that show. So Chrissy Hynde from the Pretenders.
Absolutely.
Love
Absolutely,
her.
for sure.
Grace Slick.
Grace
Slick.
Yeah.
What a great name. Jefferson Airplane.
Yeah, Jefferson Starships.
Don't you want somebody to love? It's for everybody out there.
And my headphone as well. Thanks,
Have you
Shane.
listened? Have you heard of the Ya-Ya-Ya's?
Yeah.
Okay, so Karen O from the Ya-Ya-Ya's.
I actually have a couple of their CDs. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. CD?
Oh, sorry, albums.
Oh, it's
I have a couple of their albums, but they're on
it's
CD.
all over that. You saw me like jump into the mic. I almost bit the mic off.
I'm like, no, they're CDs.
No.
Anyway, yes, I'm well aware of the Yeah. And they're awesome.
Debbie Harry.
Oh, her.
Debbie Harry from Blondie.
Not so popular.
Awesome. Dude, she's so awesome. What a great voice. What a presence. Like, just
sexy as hell.
beautiful.
Yeah.
She
Back
had
in the
it all.
70s and 80s, she dominated airwaves back then, man.
For sure. She had like the disco-y timing and then also kind of rocky.
Well,
Kinda
she
like
came
a
from
rock.
Yeah, she came from the disco and then just transcended right into the 80s stuff, right?
For
Like,
sure.
just flawless, amazingly done.
Oh, yeah.
And her band was really tight too. They're a lot of fun to watch.
Blondie.
And
And Diana Ross from the Supremes.
I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's pretty solid.
You know who else didn't make your list?
Who?
Tina Turner.
Oh, God. How can I miss her?
Oh, James Brown.
Yeah.
Some other people.
Well, the show's not over.
Okay. Yay.
That's
right. We got to do our top. We're doing our Mount Rushmore, right?
Yeah, we are. Yeah. So go first. You get me one, I'll give you one.
Okay, so Mount Rushmore of front men, I have to go with Plant.
So Robert Plant's
Robert Plant's got to be up there for me.
So should we make them different?
No, if you agree, you agree. If your top four are different, then awesome. That's what we're here for, right? Talk music.
Could be kind of fun to try and you get one. Like it could be our Mount Rushmore.
Okay, so I put one up there that you can't put this one up there.
That's fair.
Okay, so Robert Plant for me. So
Robert Plant for you, Jim Morrison for me.
Damn it.
So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Jim Morrison. You've got Robert Plant. I've got Jim Morrison.
all right, and because
It's almost like we're drafting a team.
yeah, we're drafting the best singers of all time, or
It's
best
actually fun.
frontmen of all time.
Okay, so yeah, this is good.
All right, so
yeah,
I'm gonna have to go with Bob Marley.
nice call.
He's got to be up there, man.
Oh, then I'm gonna hurt your heart.
Don't
David
you hurt
Bowie.
my? Don't you hurt my? Oh,
David Bowie.
you just ripped my heart out of my chest. You didn't.
David Bowie.
You didn't just take my
So
heart.
who you got? You got Robert Plant.
I got Robert Plant
and
and
Bob
Bob
Marley,
Marley.
and I have Jim Morrison and David Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have? Are we doing some more?
Oh, we have four. We have to do four each.
You know what? I'm going to throw one out there that hasn't been thrown out there. Ooh. Sting.
Yeah,
baby.
you can have him.
Oh, ouch.
I know, I like
ouch,
Sting.
baby.
I love Sting.
With the Police and then by himself.
Sting has a great presence. He's incredible. I'm going to go with Chris Cornell.
Oh, good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one has to be a woman.
Oh, really? Okay.
So you have one more.
I have one more, and it has to be female.
No, who's your three?
Bob Marley, Sting.
Oh,
and Robert
Sting.
Plant.
What a waste.
No way.
Kidding, bro.
No way, bro.
So I have David Bowie, Jim Morrison, and Chris
Cornell.
Cornell. Okay.
Okay, so now we have to pick a female.
You don't have to. You pick.
Well,
whoever
I
you
think
want.
we should.
How about we do a fifth one and it'll be a female?
How about we do a fourth one and it's female, and the fifth one can be another guy?
That's a throw in. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fourth one's female for sure.
Okay, for me, it's pretty simple. Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar.
That's
sick, dude.
That's my fave. I love Pat Benatar.
Yeah. Okay.
Or damn it, I could have said somebody else.
Anyway. I'll take Gwen. Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani. Good. We got some good rockers on our Mount Rushmore.
Solid. So who's your throw in?
My throw in, Johnny.
Johnny Cash.
Yes, sir.
My man.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Oh my God, we completely forgot about. We didn't.
Sorry
forget
that blew your speakers, baby.
Oh man, we didn't forget about Elvis. Honestly, we didn't.
No, but we can talk about him right now for the last couple minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Elvis is the guy. Okay.
Even though we left him to the end
I know.
to put him on our list.
But we did that on purpose. It was all
it was
planned,
all part of our. Look, it's all written down.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
And Elvis is right at the bottom.
Exactly. See,
You can't see the sheets. It's right
I'll
there.
show you. Here.
Did you read? Did you read?
Can you hear that?
Nicely done.
So Elvis. Okay, so we'll talk about Elvis. We both love Elvis. Both of our comes from our parents.
Yes.
Like my mom went the story where my mom skipped school to go see Elvis, and her dad was really mad. My grandfather was really mad at her, but who cares? You got to see Elvis, Mom.
Yeah, seriously, and it's a great story.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, Elvis to me had it all. Right, like he was a presence. He was good looking. He could play the guitar. He could sing.
That's a controversial
Listen, okay, he can play the guitar is a generic thing.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not a great guitarist.
No, he would never be in the top 5 for sure.
Well, he could play and he went into the movies and just sang his lyrics. That's how good a voice he had.
But they weren't his lyrics.
No, fair enough.
He wasn't a songwriter.
Yeah, but that's
another show we could talk about singers who are not songwriters.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because there's a lot, and you'll be shocked by a bunch of them, actually.
That'll be like in year 3 or something.
Yeah, year 3, 4. When we're
Stay with us, guys.
Yeah,
I think Elvis is definitely the dude.
Oh, he's the epitome, right?
Yeah,
he's the top of the. If you're going to talk about performers,
but James Brown too. You mentioned that, and I was flipped because I forgot about.
Well, James Brown is right up there too, right? There's a bunch of them. Chuck Berry was amazing live, apparently. all these other groups that we never. The Beatles. We didn't even talk about the Beatles.
Yeah, but who's the lead?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's like the Eagles, right? Like you can't really choose. Well, depending on what song we're listening to.
Paul McCartney certainly should be on the list. So we should have said something about him. But
well, what about John Lennon?
John Lennon too.
And
yeah.
So
and George Harrison too, right? Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah. See,
and Ringo Starr.
Sorry, Ringo.
Yeah. Ringo the Fire
Garden. That's the thing too, right? When you got a group with all these talented people in it, and they all sing, but you have to if you're waiting for your favorite song and it's Paul that sings it, then Paul's a great singer.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you know what? We talked about this before we even came on the air, and it was like, this one could go on for
ever.
This could be a 2-hour show, but we're not going to do that to you guys.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah. So we appreciate you listening to us this week.
Yeah.
And Dawg, thanks again. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All
when we have a brand new topic to discuss, and we don't even know what it is yet.
Actually, if you go on our Instagram and send us a DM, just send us a DM on Instagram if you want a story to be spoken about.
Yes, or
a subject.
A topic, a subject. Please do.
Yeah. Take care, everybody.
Until next time.